Welcome everybody to Art 192. This is the fall edition for 2017. I wanted to give you a quick intro to the course and give you a basic understanding of what's ahead for this semester. First of all, just understand that there will be an orientation for the course live at Cerritos College. This will take place on Tuesday, the first week of classes. This is going to be August 15th. And so what we're going to be doing is basically giving you a quick warm-up to the class. We'll go over all the fundamentals of understanding the website, how to use Canvas, how to use Google Drive, and all the basics that you'll need for the class. There'll be 2 meetings. You can choose to attend either one regardless of what class you're enrolled in. Both these classes are online, so it doesn't matter which meeting you attend. They'll be the same. But I want to give people an option based upon your schedule. Some people are around earlier, some people are around later because of work or what have you. So there'll be one meeting at 5:30 on that Tuesday, and the other meeting will be at 7 p.m. Okay, so both of these meetings will take place in the same classroom, room 235. This is the second level, right at the top of the stairs. On the right, you'll see the Mac Labs, and this is the one. The left-hand doors will be 235. Anyway, you'll find it there right across from our little lounge, right across from photography. So again, 5:30 and 7 p.m. Tuesday, August 15th. This will give you a chance to ask questions in person. I find that this is the best way for people to succeed in an online course, is to have a good, thorough understanding of how the course works from day one. A lot of times what happens is people will enroll in online classes and will sort of procrastinate, and next thing you know, it's week 6 and they still barely know how the class operates, and by then it's too late. So this will give a lot of simple explanations to how things work and get you up and running from day one, as opposed to waiting and procrastinating this stuff and having you write a series of emails to figure stuff out, which just takes longer and wastes both of our time. So I don't want to discourage anyone from writing emails. I love emails, and I want you to ask as many questions as possible throughout the semester, but those hopefully will be more related to the course content and Photoshop questions, things like that. If we can answer all of the sort of clerical things at this orientation meeting, then it's better for everybody. So that's kind of the goal here, why I don't want you to skip this orientation. It's only one meeting. We'll never meet physically again unless you want to come to my office hours. But yeah, so just attend this one meeting. You have 2 choices. So all right, in terms of the course, let me give you some other basics. Yeah, you're going to need, it is a class called Photoshop, so yes, you will need Photoshop. You're going to need it at home on your laptop or your home computer or your Windows, your Mac. It doesn't matter. You can use any platform. The biggest question I get regarding Photoshop is, what version can I use? You can use all the way back to CS2. You don't need a new fancy version of Photoshop. You don't need Creative Cloud, unless you don't have an older copy of Photoshop, of course. For those people who don't own Photoshop and don't have a lease on Photoshop yet, I provided all the links for the software on how to get the free 7-day trial or how to subscribe. There's a lot of different options if you're a new subscriber to Adobe or to Photoshop. So you can get just Photoshop, you can get the whole Adobe suite. There's a lot of different discounts available to students. So we'll discuss all this and answer questions regarding that during the orientation, but just know that you have options when it comes to Photoshop. Most people do opt to get the Creative Cloud subscription, either because they don't already have Photoshop or just because they want the latest version. I will say, if you have an older version of Photoshop, it's really not that much of a disadvantage. Your lessons might look a little different here and there, but for the most part, you have all the tools you need to complete the course. Otherwise, I wouldn't recommend you using them. What else? In terms of the other things you'll need to know, how to use Canvas. Canvas is still fairly new to Cerritos College, and many of you may have never logged into Canvas before. We'll explain how that works at the orientation. It's real easy. There's also a video I posted on the Art 192 website for you to check out regarding Canvas, as well as the other tool we're going to use a lot, which is your Google Drive. If you already use Google Drive, then you won't have a lot of questions probably. It's pretty simple, but for those people who haven't used Google Drive before, I've also put videos on the website for you people as well, and we'll discuss it at the orientation. Now, the course is really all contained on the Art192 website. What's the address? www.art192.com. You may be watching this video already on that website, but that's the website for the course. I've named it really easy so you can find it, just the name of the course.com. And the only other thing you'll need to do is to go into Canvas for the discussion questions, which you'll be asked to answer once a week, and also for the course content, which is in that secure Canvas environment for you to download. There's a few different download options. You can either download module by module or the entire group of modules all at once. It's really up to you and kind of how your internet speed is going as to how you want to download it. But again, you can ask questions about that during the orientation, but it's pretty simple. When the first day of class hits, you'll have the option, if you're enrolled, to go to Canvas and download that information. But you have to be enrolled, otherwise, if you're not enrolled officially in the course, you won't have access to the Art192 course on Canvas. So all of the informational stuff, how to use things, or the due dates and the deadlines, is all on the Art192 website. So I've made it real self-contained, real easy. Aside from Canvas, you really don't need to go anywhere besides the Art192 website. It's all there if you're willing to read and willing to watch a few videos. You'll have most of the information that we cover in the orientation already there. So please watch it prior to the orientation if you have time, so that you'll be prepared to ask questions if you don't understand anything, and we can get all that clerical stuff out of the way, like I said. So I'm looking forward to a really fun, prosperous semester with you all. I hope that you'll find it really useful. Photoshop is by far the most valuable digital tool you'll ever undertake learning. It's in almost every digital art field. It's almost in everyone's life, regardless of whether or not you're interested in any form of digital art. You don't have to be a 3D animator or a videographer or a photographer to be a Photoshop user. People are using it for everyday life tasks, and it's hard for me, at least, to imagine not knowing how to use this tool. It's a must. So whether you're looking to become a lawyer or a doctor or an artist, I think you'll find that Photoshop is really for you. And I hope that this course does a really thorough but streamlined job of educating you as to how to use it and best use it, and to hopefully open your eyes, if you are already a Photoshop user, to new features that you didn't know existed. I've tried to make it as entertaining as possible, but also, of course, as thorough as possible, and as rigid as I can. And when it comes to design fundamentals and understanding how to communicate visually, because at the end of the day, that really is key to understanding visual communication, whether or not you're a beginning Photoshop user or a longtime expert. Anyway, we'll see you at the orientation. We'll see you August 15th. And otherwise, if you have any other questions, feel free to email me. My email is on the website, art192.com. See you soon.